definitely my fault. I don't know how I had Mike muted in Discord. Yeah, I fixed it. Yeah, I had my mic muted in OBS, but also in Discord, which was incorrect. So sorry about that. Whew. Sometimes you can add more time on making mistakes, right? Anyway, so this evening, I'm going to be doing my last run of the weekend for you all. This is the arcade version of the game Vigilante. It's a spiritual successor and I believe in some ways direct sequel to the Kung Fu franchise, for those familiar with that. This was the only game in the franchise not released on the NES, but it was released on the Master System, the TurboGrafx, as well as I think a few computer consoles. But for today, I'm going to be playing the arcade version because there's some really fun stuff I'm going to be able to show off for you. One more time. There we go. All right, time's going to start at 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I'm going to narrate for you. The skinheads have taken Madonna hostage. Take the law into your own hands. Because, you know, we're a vigilante. So our character has no name. He's just Vigilante. Very dissimilar to most games that you'll see out of yours truly. This is not a belt scroller. You can see it just completely scrolls to the side. You have enemies to interact with. I did not want that to happen. Got this nunchuck really early. Nunchuck's really good for taking care of exactly those enemies. Outside of that, we just use kicks primarily for everything. Coming up on our first boss. I'll talk a bit more about the game once I take care of this boss, because there is a quick kill here that looks really, really good when I can nail it. There we go. And just for the record, that's the only boss in the game where the nunchuck is actually good. Nunchuck damage is completely nerfed against bosses. It only does half of what a punch or a kick would do. But in his case, we get to set up the quick kill. The van is carrying Madonna to their turf, the junkyard. So this stage is going to be kind of dingy. A lot of RNG to focus on here. In fact, there's a lot of RNG in this game in general. Like that guy right there, he may not spawn until like after these two guys do. Taking that hit's not a big deal. And this stage is actually pretty easy, breezy, beautiful, because all we're going to do is just walk to the right and just ignore all these guys with billy clubs until we get to the boss. The guys in the wife beaters we have to take care of. Those guys are a little bit too aggressive, but these guys won't approach us. They're like angry fans looking for an autograph. Oh, didn't have to do that. So to our boss. This is one of the bigger time sink bosses in the game. There is a faster way to do it than what I use, but I haven't quite figured out how the execution of it goes, even after plenty of practice. But we're going with the easy strat where we just let these guys jump in on us. Didn't get the second kick there, that's unfortunate. They're gonna jump in on us, we're gonna anti-air them, get in 2 more kicks, and then they're gonna loop this. What we're hoping for is that they'll both jump at us at the same time, because even though they share a life bar, technically, they both actually have health from the same life bar. So if they both jump at us, we get to do this to both of them at the same time, and they take double damage. Not really getting really good cooperation here. I've seen as few as 1 double jump per fight, so we're definitely going to see at least 1. Seen as many as 3. That's extremely rare. So far, I haven't seen a single one here, so we're losing time. The timer in the top is how I generally gauge how good the stage has been. I think the fastest I've ever finished this fight was with like 52 seconds left, so this is already not looking like a great stage, but it's just random. There's not much I can do there. How these guys behave is how they behave. There we go. Now we got a double jump when the fight's almost over. Okay. And sometimes they have iframes up until the very end like that. Not the best, not the worst. Good news is, A, we're still alive, and B, we still have nunchucks. Nunchucks are going to be very good for getting rid of these enemies. The van is heading for the bridge. Her time is running out. You know what else is running out? Her dependency on wearing shoes, because she's not wearing them right now. So we got these motorcycles to deal with. These things are actually pretty annoying. I did not want that to happen. That was a jump forward when it should not have been. It's unfortunate. These jump kicks are actually really hard to time, so I do have to focus. Didn't want that to happen either. What I normally want to do is have one come in from the right so I can just take the hit. But taking that hit on the first one was definitely not desired. Just messed up my input. And for the second one, just messed up my input again. It didn't jump in time. So under our boss. This guy's pretty simple. We're gonna just keep kicking him in the throat until he decides to do what we want, which is we just want him to keel over. Okay, we missed the timing on that. So the execution on this fight is actually kind of absurd. When you get him up against the van, what you do is you just basically lean into them and just keep trying to hit him as often and as consistently as you can. It's a pretty big 50-50 because what's going to happen is you're either going to hit him or he's going to block. And if he blocks, that's fine because then you just try to hit him again. What you don't want to have happen is have your kick be off time like mine was for him to be able to get away. Because when he gets away, this is actually going to pull me further away from the van, especially when it happened this early. And this strat's easy, but you don't want it because now I have to walk all the way back here. And I lost time from him jumping over me. So not ideal, but we still have Nunchuck, and we did have the death. It's actually the one bad thing that happened this stage. But with Nunchuck, this is actually going to be pretty cool because stage 4 without Nunchucks is horrible. You still have not rescued her. The skinheads are heading downtown. So this stage is kind of filthy. There's just a lot of enemies here, and we have to deal with all of them. The guys in the wife beaters, much like always, only take 1 hit to kill. But the problem is there's just a ton of them, and they come from pretty much every single direction. And we're just going to get all kinds of random stuff from the right, like things like that, which I don't want. Yeah, I didn't want to lose Nunchucks there, but that's okay. Yeah, not a good death. Oh, yeah, I mentioned when you recover, you have no iframes. Probably should have mentioned that. So I actually wanted to lose Nunchucks there, but I definitely did not want to die. Reason being, when we're fighting King Hippo here, we get to punch him instead of having to use Nunchucks, and that goes way faster because Nunchucks take 7 hits to knock him down from the platform, whereas Nunchucks take, punching him takes 7, and then Nunchucks take twice that, so it takes 14 hits to bring him down. After that, we're just going to go the same strat we had from last stage. Just sweep the leg, Johnny. Another cool thing I'm going to show off, for the end of this stage, there is actually a really funny glitch that I believe only exists in the arcade version of this game. I own the Switch port of this game from Arcade Archives and haven't been able to get it to work, but I'm going to show it off for you all here. So what happens is this game triggers, has like end of stage trigger scripts. So when I landed in front of the elevator, I should have just walked the elevator and lifted up. In this case, what I did was I glitched myself to go back to the left by continuing mashing buttons, and you see the result. It's a really funny glitch that I wish I could recreate on the home digital port, but haven't been able to do it yet. But that's why I wanted to play the arcade emulated version today, so here we have it. Now they're on your turf. This is your last chance to save her. This stage is incredibly straightforward and honestly pretty simple until you get to the boss. Man, that guy was aggressive. I've never seen the gun guy get that aggressive. Having him pop up this early is bad enough, but having him just go ahead and fire bullets that quick is no bueno. From this point, I only have 1 life left of the credit, so I'm just hoping not to lose it. Gotta take out everything in my way. Yeah, this is really bad luck. Like, really, really bad. This might be the worst luck I've ever had on this stage. And it's up there. Duck that. Okay, I don't like having this much health. Alright, there's some things I'm gonna have to work with here. Like, I might just actually die here. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Lost the credit. This is literally some of the worst RNG I've ever seen in this game. But at least I can show off the boss even though we lost the 1cc. So this guy sucks. He's very random. When you pop up from off the ledge, you essentially have a chance to hit him, but sometimes the game just doesn't let you hit him. You can throw a kick, and it might hit him, it might not. If it does hit him, you're going to be able to hit him a random number of times. Sometimes he goes invincible right away and you don't get to hit him at all. I've had a cycle in the past where I got to hit him 27 times in a row. It's not consistent. In a game full of RNG, it's the most random thing in the game. Like, you can be on incredible pace to this guy, which I have been before, and still just completely lose the run. Just because he decided to not take any hits. He has a shield that you can't see, and it sucks. So from here, I'm just going to let him just do this. Basically, the kicker with that is what we do is we let him taunt, and then walk up to him, and then get our hits in, and then retreat and do it again. That was mean. Yay. Kind of having his way with me at this point, but that's normal. This game's mean. It's fun, but it's mean. Alright, so we took him out there with our iframes. And we got one more glitch to show off for you in the game. Be ready on time because it's going to be when Madonna is on our arms. I'm going to keep kicking here. She's going to be lowered. And then she left. Oh my god, where did she go? Came all this way to get our girlfriend back, and now she's gone. That's time, though, because she was there the whole time. Whew. So therein lies Vigilante. Got a lot of really bad luck in this run, so I didn't get a 1cc. Some execution was bad, especially on stage 3, but come stage 5, when I made the jump and I didn't want to, wasn't really much I could say about that. What you want to have happen is you want to jump, land on the ledge, and then climb up while he's trying to kick you, and you have iframes from that. So, didn't happen. Lost the credit, and he decided to troll me after that. Not a huge deal, but this game is awesome, and I'm really glad I got to show it for you all this week. In the meantime, that's going to be it for yours truly. We're going to go ahead and sign in our initials. And I believe up next we have Rotor Storm with Ninja Saviors, which is another really cool beat 'em up. So, in the meantime, this is going to be LRock617 signing off, and you all have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy the marathon and continue to donate to WaterAid. Take care, everybody.